Hello and welcome to Cuttin It, the podcast for barbers by barbers. Today we have David. Welcome, David.
Hello, thanks for having me.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Good journey?
Great journey.
Long journey?
Long.
Where have you come from?
I've come up from near Gatwick, so it took me about 5 hours last night.
Oh, lovely. Well, thanks.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
Dedicated.
Yeah, that's it. So we're talking to you about your 4-year journey from trainee to area manager for Gould Barbers.
Yes.
Tell us about it. How did that happen? Tell us, how did you achieve that?
So I had past experience in barbering, but I had many different careers before that. And then just before COVID, I was made redundant. So I had to kind of reevaluate what I was doing, what I wanted from life. So I did an intensive 13-week barbering course. During that time, I was approached to join Gould, which I did on the weekends. From then, I was working in one of the small shops down in Burgess Hill in West Sussex. And from there, I think I just had this new passion that I'd found within myself. So as soon as I started working full-time for Gould, I literally just threw myself in. I wanted to learn as much as possible, as quickly as possible, and kind of just do the best I could without thinking that anything else would come of that. I just wanted to be a really good, successful, busy barber. Obviously, in that time, I came already with a work ethic. So I always was a grafter. I work hard, and I was always reliable. So I think having those small foundations and then this kind of passion to learn and be better kind of set me up for, I suppose it was a whirlwind year that following year. So I'd gone into a shop which was underperforming, wasn't very busy, and naturally kind of just took control of the shop.
Yeah.
I'm really focused on customer service and making sure that things are as good as they can be. And that was a big factor. And then the shop just started getting busier and busier. And then you guys approached me to take the shop on as a senior barber. And I was like, yes, thank you very much. And from there, it kind of grew. And I wanted to make myself someone that not only my team in my shop respected, but that, the senior management of Gould would look at and be like, that's one to watch. That's someone we need to keep an eye on. So I literally, anything that came up, shop openings, going to events, anything where Gould was, I was like, yes, I'll do that.
Yeah.
Put me on there, I'll get on it. Working in different shops, helping out support other shops.
It's the old, I suppose, the saying of hard work that sort of pays off. I think
Absolutely.
gone in at it and just worked as hard as you can and done the best you can, and that's shone through. And then those opportunities have been presented to you.
Yeah. And it's been a whirlwind, but it's been probably one of the best journeys I've been on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Fantastic. There we go. So you're now area manager. So
Yeah.
So what does that entail? What's your
So my current role now as an area manager, I've got 15 shops I look after in the south of England. So it's now kind of, you're branching out from having your own shop and your own clients and kind of focusing on that to taking in now the bigger picture and what the business wants. So it's been a learning curve where you're having to learn different communication skills and different ways to approach stuff because you're looking after 50 barbers as opposed to 4 in your shop. And one of the things that I've learned is, if people respect you and trust you, they work a lot better for you than someone going in there with this authority, throwing their weight around, demanding stuff where, I kind of like mine. We all work as a team and I'm there to support them in what they need and what the company needs to drive the business forward.
So what were some of the biggest challenges going from a barber into the management role?
For me personally was kind of not focusing on myself as much. So you're kind of therefore thinking about the company and what the company needs and what other barbers need and what other seniors need, that you're kind of looking at the bigger picture. So I'm not focusing on myself and my chair and my clients. And one of the hard things as well is 'cause I love barbering, is that you spend a lot more time away from the chair and away from your shop, so I've had to learn to delegate, to let go of some control, um, but still maintaining the standards that I've had in all the shops I look after. But that is a massive learning curve.
Yeah, I think it's one of the hardest things I've found through managing is the self-employment thing as well, and respecting these people are self-employed, and how do we work with them the best way to get the best out of the people in the shops and stuff like that. And I think one thing, it, it's relatively new as a thing. So sort of climbing the sort of the ladder of roles within a barber chain is a new thing. So we're all sort of learning how we do that.
Well, I mean, when we were talking beforehand, when we were doing the talking about the area manager roles, and when they were coming up, I was like, "I'll do some research, I'll look." But there isn't a company that offers this kind of structure in
Mhm.
barbering. So it's all new, it's all a massive learning curve, and it's, you know.
I think so. I often have this conversation with barbering. So normally you've got the opportunity to sort of work in somebody's barber shop, manage somebody's shop potentially, or just or own your own shops.
Yeah.
Um, but there doesn't seem to be many options to do different jobs. So it's nice to sort of feel to be involved with something where you've got that slight corporate feel that you can climb the ladder, you can go in different directions, you've got lots of opportunities without that being
A risk.
yeah, it's just such a risk. Yeah. So
And it is, and it's exciting because it's so new. We've been doing it for a year now. We're still developing, we're still learning, we're still picking up new things, you're gaining extra responsibilities. It's, it's a good place to be at the moment while this kind of structure is being developed.
yeah. And have you been have you done different things other than just going around the shops and looking after the staff and managing the shops? You had other experiences you've done?
Yeah, so even with that, we've done like the Barbavaro events, we've done the Mankind stuff. But for me, the biggest thing is I think last year we opened 4 new shops. So we opened our shop in London Bridge, and Southampton, and that's a massive learning curve because you're going from kind of running a shop, which you kind of get into your day to day, to actually launching a shop, and you're there from conception for the first 2 weeks of opening, and that is the best buzz and the most exciting kind of thing that you do.
Yeah.
4 in a year is a lot, but yeah, stuff like that is amazing, and you feel proud because you're like, "I've done that.
Yeah.
That's been my little baby. I've opened that." And then to go on and see him succeed is amazing.
Yeah, very good. So if you was gonna give some advice to somebody who's looking to go into a management role or yeah, there's something interesting, what would your advice be for that?
I think initially is kind of master your craft and know what it is that you're doing and how you're running a shop or how a shop runs. And also start thinking about the bigger picture and what the needs of the business are, um, and is putting the work in. Like if you work hard and you want something enough, you can do it. But it's very different from having that mindset of you're working a chair, you've got your clients, you're getting paid every week, to one, running a shop and the responsibility that comes with that, and understanding how leadership works and how you need to focus on other people other than just yourself.
Well, I mean, with a barbershop in particular, I think, and I guess this is the same for lots of places, but it has to be a unit, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's the atmosphere of a barbershop is so important, and so, yeah, that's a skill to be able to bring everybody together and make that environment.
Yeah, and if you can do that, you're on to a winner. If
Yeah,
you can get everybody working and they've kind of got the same motivation, and you want people to come to work and be happy.
yeah,
So in terms of when you first become a senior barber, for example, that's your job to make that the best team that you can make it and get everybody, keep them motivated. So it's giving feedback without kind of losing morale and building a team. You've got the influence to build a team how you want,
yeah.
with the people that you want.
And I suppose, I mean, going through all of the process you have, you've done your course, you've worked in shops, you've done such a lot in a short period of time. I mean, that must help you to do your role so much better. Seeing everybody at different levels and doing all of these things must just give you. Because I guess some people would look at somebody who's been cut head because I mean I suppose
6 years.
yeah. Somebody might think that you've not been doing it long enough to be in the position that you're in, but you've done so much over a period of time that arguably you're more experienced than people who have been doing it 20 years, you know?
Yeah, and I think if you've just got that passion and drive for it is, and I always wanna grow, I always wanna be learning, and every day is a learning day, as they say, and I always want to kind of excel and push myself and do more, and I just think if more people kind of had that kind of ethic, then the business could just grow exponentially.
I think one of the things that I've sort of taken from this, and is something that we often talk about at work, is work ethic, consistency, but the basics of turning up to work, being consistent, being there every day, working hard, putting the hours in is more important than, well, in terms of barbering, like more important than doing the best haircut in the world. It's being there, it's being relatable, it's being friendly, it's just being working hard.
Yeah.
And I think when sometimes we try and overcomplicate like the management side of things and what we can do, but actually just nail them basics, put the time in, work hard, and that's
That's exactly what I would say, and that's what I've done with my shop is there's there's no one person that you're going, "Oh, they're in charge, this is who you have to listen to." It should make a team, and you all work the same, you all work as hard, and you all want it to be successful.
Yeah.
And if you can instill that in people, then you're laughing. It's a good day out of work.
Yeah. And it helps that you're such a lovely person.
No.
I think one of the other things I always struggle with, I could do the nice bit, but it's when you gotta crack the whip, and I've always found that's a hard thing to do when you've got a team of self-employed people, and I think if you get that right, which you obviously have, it's
I think it's going back and taking people on face value. So you're not treating everybody's different, so you're not treating them the same. And I think in the last year since taking this area manager role on, I started with 5 shops. So it was quite easy then because you had to get to know 5 senior barbers and their different personalities. And then you can adapt how you're working in that environment with them. And then you take that as you get more and more shops and more things grow. And it's just treat everyone as an individual.
And how many shops have you got now?
15,
How many do you want?
50.
50 shops.
Yeah.
I will come back. That'll be the next episode. 50 shops.
50 shops.
I like it. Thanks ever so much for coming.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate you.
Appreciate you guys.
Bye-bye.